welcome to Money Control. This is Shraddha Sharma and you're watching Market Headstart. This is where we prepare you for the trading setup of the day. And if you're wondering how traders should position themselves for the Tuesday trading, I'm bringing in our market expert Shishir Hastana to answer that. Hi Shishir, welcome to the show.
Shraddha.
So unlike the last three trading sessions, yesterday the bank indices actually closed in the red. So if you had to give us a sectoral report card of yesterday's closing, also your insights on the market today.
Right, Shraddha. Actually, yesterday, if you see most of the banks, most of the sectors, in fact, not only banks, all other sectors were kind of dull. The main reason was they're waiting for the US-China trade agreement, and that's the reason traders were not willing to take a position in the market. Now, with the trade between US and China being cleared, I think the markets will be moving up today. That's what the Nifty50 is showing, that we might get a good opening today morning.
All right. And also, since you talk about the US-China trade, globally the markets have been quite positive after the trade deal. But domestically, we have the November numbers for wholesale prices inflation. That is 0.58% in November compared to 0.16% in October. Yeah. Also, we have the GST Council meeting coming up. We have the political upheaval in a bit. So how do you think the news flow will impact the markets today?
Well, it's mainly the domestic news flow that will kind of impact a bit because most of it is discounted. We know that inflation is going to go up because of the agricultural issue. If you see the CPI numbers, it was a 10% jump in agriculture CPI. So that is what is also reflected in GST. But as far as the other issues are concerned, especially globally, we see the UK markets doing a 2% kind of jump for 2 consecutive days. That is a very good sign. Plus, US and Chinese market both have reacted positively to the US-China trade talks. Though, however, the jump has not been in line with what was the expectation. A 0.5% jump in China and 0.3% in US is not something that the market seems to be kind of digesting the trade talks about. In fact, I think the reaction is a bit timid, so one can see some profit booking today.
All right. And also, if we had to look at the crucial levels, what will be that according to you and the stocks in your focus today?
12,100 is very important. In fact, we are kind of hovering around those levels, and market is just not able to kind of cross that. So that is a very important level to look at. Bank stocks again will be in focus, especially especially because of the rollover in this settlement. And mostly the banks have been taking a hit. Yes Bank is kind of getting out of the F&O segment, so that will be in focus. Expectation is that the stock may take a further beating because of a lot of selling going to take place. A lot of arbitration position will be unwinded. So banks will be in focus.
All right. And also some closing recommendations to make the day more profitable for the broader market and commodities.
I think it will be better for traders to kind of either if they are option sellers, then it's good to be on the selling calls side. In terms of the overall market, metals will do well because of Chinese market. So long position in metal and overall kind of negative or sideways towards the overall market and bank Nifty.
All right, Shishir. Thank you for joining us with those insights. That's all for today's episode of Market Headstart. But for more news, views and updates, stay logged on to moneycontrol.com. Thanks for watching.